What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Los Angeles Angels franchise here on MLB The Show 19. As in this episode, we will be kicking off the regular season as we head off to the Odaco Coliseum to face the Oakland Athletics, who, as a matter of fact, have already played 2 games on their schedule so far, as them and the Seattle Mariners had a 2-game series in Japan to start the season in real life. Obviously, they did not play in Japan in this game, but they did split those 2 games, so the A's start out the season at a 1-1 record. So they are tied with the Mariners for first place in the American League West to start the season. As we will face the right-hander Daniel Mengden to start the season. In 17 starts last year, had a 7-6 record with a 4.05 ERA. He struck out just only 72 batters in 115 innings pitched. And he has a very funky windup, so we'll see how we fare on opening day. So Cole Calhoun, the leadoff man, will step into the box first. And in his first at-bat, he'll drive one in the air to center. He works a decent at-bat, a 6-pitch at-bat for the first out of the game. As we take a look at the Angels starting lineup, I showed you guys the lineup at the end of last episode, but here you can take a better look at it. Calhoun leads things off with Trout, Simmons, Justin Bour, a brand new first baseman, it's cleanup. Pujols, the DH, hits 5th, and then Justin Upton in left hits 6th. Zach Kozar, the third baseman, at 7th. Jonathan Lucroy, the catcher, hits 8th. And Tommy LaSella at second base will hit 9th. And up to the plate for the first time, as after the contract extension for Mike Trout, finished second in AL MVP voting once again last season. Just couldn't squeak it out against Mookie Betts. A 39 home run season for Mike Trout last season. Another phenomenal year for the best player in the game. Ahead of the count, 2 balls and 1 strike on Daniel Mengden, but he's just going to get one on the ground to short. And an easy play for Marcus Semien. And 2 easy outs so far here for Daniel Mengden, as he's induced a fly out and a ground out to start the afternoon. So Andrelton Simmons, our number 3 hitter, doesn't have much power, so he's up here in the lineup, nobody on base. And just like Mike Trout, he's going to ground out to shortstop. And so an easy 1-2-3 inning for Daniel Mengden. And on the mound for the Angels is Shohei Ohtani, the reigning American League Rookie of the Year. In just 10 starts last year, a 4-2 record with a 3.31 ERA. 63 strikeouts and 51 2/3 innings. So he is back full-time on the mound for the Angels. He will start his first career opening day. And as I said in the last episode, for games that he does not pitch, he will be simulated in games as the DH. You'll see that later on. So Marcus Semien gets the Athletics started off. As he's behind at the count 0-2, he stays alive as he fouls off the curveball. And on the 0-2 pitch, he goes after the fastball upstairs to strike out. 99 top shelf for Shohei Ohtani for his first strikeout of the season. So here you can check out the stats so far for the Oakland Athletics. Ramon Laureano, the center fielder, already hitting 500. But Stephen Piscotty, Chris Davis, Matt Olson, and Matt Chapman did not do so well in those first 2 games. So they're trying to heat things up here, as Chris Davis leads all major leaguers in home runs since 2016. So here's Ramon Laureano. He has made headlines for how good of an arm he has out there in center field. But he's trying to work that bat as he'll cut through that slider from Ohtani. And he goes right back to it as he goes outside. Back-to-back Ks to start the season for Shohei Ohtani. And here comes the former St. Louis Cardinals, Stephen Piscotty. He went 1 for 8 with a home run and 3 runs batted in those first 2 games against the Mariners. And he gets a fly ball out to right center field. So both pitchers go 1-2-3 in their first innings of the season as Calhoun makes the easy play. So Justin Bour, the brand new first baseman, goes to the left side of the shift, and Matt Chapman, the Gold Glover out there in third base, the deep throw in the hole cannot be scooped up by the also Gold Glover Matt Adams, so an error will be credited to Matt Chapman. Here's Albert Pujols still going strong near the age of 40, and he hits a ball to deep left center field. It goes back, and it's over the head of Laureano. It took a while for both Bour and Pujols to react to it. And with how slow both of them are, they're only able to get to each base. So instead, it's just first and second with nobody out. Justin Upton, the next batter, hits one in the air to center field. This time, Laureano's going to grab it. And Justin Bour, with the aggressiveness on the base pass, will get to third base safely. He goes in with a head-first slide, and that puts runners on the corners for Zach Kozar, who had an all-star campaign in 2017, trying to bounce back this year. And he hammers a ball to the gap in right center field, and that's one's going to split the outfielders and get off the base of the wall and that's going to move Pujols to third. Cozart with the RBI double. It's 1-0 Angels in the second, as Cozart starts out his season strong. Next batter, Jonathan Lucroy out to center. Laureano makes the catch, and on the tag up for Pujols, he will come around third and score, and it's two runners in now for the Angels, as they're now 2 down in the second. And now the number 9 hitter, Tommy La Stella, behind the count 2-1, and he drills it to right, a base hit. And the bottom of the Angels lineup coming through clutch as they bring home 3 runs here in the top of the second. An RBI double for Cozart, sac fly for Lucroy, RBI single for Tommy La Stella. So here's Chris Davis at a hanging slider. He just misses. 2-2 again, and Davis goes after the fastball and strikes out the third time Ohtani gets his K. Next up, Matt Chapman with the runner on first after a walk and a base hit to right. So the Athletics pick up their first base hit of the afternoon, and just like that, the tying run comes up to the plate. It's Chad Pinder ahead into the count 3-0 as he gets the green light and he hits it out to right. And an easy play for Cole Calhoun keeps things at 3-0 Angels as Ohtani gets out of the jam early. Top of the third, Mike Trout leads it off ahead of the count 2-1 again. He'll take this ball in the air to right. It has some carry to it, but it's going to die at the warning track as Steven Piscotty makes the catch as Trout is hitless in his first 2 at-bats. The catcher, Nick Hundley, goes down on the splitter. Ohtani showing off his pitch arsenal. He's gotten the fastball, slider, and splitter to all go for strikeouts so far in the early going. 2-2 to Laureano, and he gets the best of him right there with a base hit out to right field, and he's going to head on his way to second base and get a 2-out double. So that's just the second hit so far for the Athletics, and you will see Shohei Ohtani. The A's won't get much offense after that. A 1 pitch to Piscotty, ground ball to first, and Justin Bour makes the easy play. And that's 3 fairly easy innings for Ohtani, as now we go to the top of the fourth where Albert Pujols has singled and scored in a run so far. Count even up at a ball and a strike, and he takes the inside fastball, turns it around to left field. Davis looks up, she is gone. Albert Pujols with an opening day home run. He turns around an inside fastball from Mengden to left field and hits out the Angels' first home run of 2019. Speaking of home runs, Chris Davis knows how to do that. He's up here to lead off the bottom of the fourth. Fouls out the 3-1 pitch, and again the fastball upstairs gets him for strike 3. Another K for Shohei Ohtani. Matt Olson, the last year's Gold Glover, and look at Cozart showing off the range. The diving stop at third, and he gets Olson down the line. 2 away. On to the top of the fifth. Mike Trout, so far hitless in his 2 at-bats, takes a hanging curveball to straightaway center, and Ramon Laureano is as close to the wall as he possibly can. Just enough room out there in center field to get Trout out for the 3rd straight at-bat. Chad Pinder flew out to right his first time up. He goes down on the splitter as Shohei Ohtani effectively using that low and away off-speed pitch. Hundley back up again, and this time can't catch up with the heat. Another K for Ohtani, and that's 5 scoreless to start his season. So Mengden is done after 5 innings. Yusmeiro Petit, the long reliever, will check in for the Athletics. Had a 3 ERA in 93 innings last year. A very successful season for the long reliever. Justin Bour leads it off, and he smacks one in the air left center field. It goes back, and it's over the head of the left fielder Pinder. And then he'll get out. Or actually, that's going to be a double for Justin Bour as he gets on base for the 2nd time so far in this one. His first hit as an Angel is a double out to left center field. Albert Pujols back up again, and he sends a fly ball out to left field. It's carrying well. It's back to the track, and there's a catch made out in left. Just barely stays in the park, and Justin Bour again gets the 3rd. Upton ahead in the count 3-1, and it's a ground ball to second base. Easy play out there will score Justin Bour, and it's 5-0 Angels in the 6th. As they're playing some small ball here, they do have that Pujols home run. But besides that, it's been RBI singles, sac flies, and this time it's an RBI groundout for Upton. And Zach Cozart gets another base hit. This one goes out to right field to keep things going in the 6th. And Matt Olson with a nice over-the-shoulder grab to rob Lucroy of a base hit. Marcus Semien, the shortstop. A ball, 2 strikes, and he goes down for the second time as the fastball rides up for another K for Ohtani. 2 away now for Piscotty, and a drive out to center field. And Shohei Ohtani making it once again some quick work, just 75 pitches through 6 innings. 0-2 pitch to Trout in the 7th, and he goes down looking for the strikeout. And Mike Trout is now 0 for 4 in his 2019 season debut. But it hasn't really mattered. The Angels with 5 runs already on the board. The final pitch of the afternoon for Ohtani is a caught strike 3 looking as Matt Chapman goes down once again, and Shohei Ohtani ends a wonderful opening day performance as he has gone 7 shutout innings, just allowing 2 base hits. Justin Boris reached base twice so far in his Angels debut. And how about make it 3? A drive out to left. He beats the shift. No doubt about it. A blast the opposite way for Justin Bour, and there's the power the Angels are looking out of his bat in the middle of the lineup as he goes opposite field off Yusmeiro Petit for the Angels' second home run of the afternoon and take a 6-0 lead in the 8th. 2 down in the inning now. Justin Upton takes the cutter and drills one out to left field. Looking up, Davis, it's gone! Justin Upton goes deep to left. The second homer of the inning, the 3rd given up so far by the Athletics. And it's 7-0 Angels here at the top of the 8th. So the Angels call on the bullpen. It's Cam Bedrosian coming in, up 7-0. Had a 3.8 ERA last year in 64 innings, 57 strikeouts, and a 5-0 record. Runner on first with nobody down. A fly ball out to right, and Cole Calhoun makes a nice catch out in right field. It looked like it was going to tail away from him, but he makes the grab nonetheless. Semien with 2 down. He goes after the low and away slider to strike out for the 3rd time this afternoon. The Angels keep that scoreless streak going as we head to the 9th, and it's Keenan Middleton coming in. A 2.04 ERA last season in 17 innings. I wanted him on the opening day roster because I feel like he has a bright future in our bullpen. So Ramon Liriano leads things off, and he gets a busted bat right to Justin Bour at first base. 1 pitch, 1 away, a solid start for Keenan Middleton. As we take a bit of a closer look at Ohtani's stat line this afternoon, 7 scoreless innings, just 2 hits allowed, a walk, and 9 strikeouts, and on an efficient 86 pitches as well. He was running out of energy, and with the 7-0 lead, I didn't feel like it was necessary to keep him in. And so the next batter up, Stephen Piscotty, and as well, he goes 1 pitch, 1 out, and an easy start to the 9th for Keenan Middleton, as the Angels are now 1 out away from an opening day victory. And the last chance is Chris Davis, who is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out in the 7th. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 away. And he fishes at the slider, and that's the ball game. The Angels shut out the Athletics. A 7-0 final score on opening day. Shohei Ohtani showing off why he is worthy of the opening day start. 7 shutout innings, giving up just 2 base hits, a walk, and 9 strikeouts. And despite Mike Trout going 0 for 4 in his season debut, the middle of that Angels order plenty made up for it. Home runs from Bour, Pujols, and Justin Upton. Zach Kozar contributed well with 3 base hits. And the Angels start out their 2019 season on the right foot. As the Athletics fall to 1-2, the Angels now a 1-0 start to their season as a pure domination so far in this one. Just 2 base hits given up. So your final line score, that top of the order went 0 for 13. Not something I want to really be excited about, but look at that 4 through 7. They all got the base hits in this one, as well as Tommy La Stella, as Bour, Pujols, and Upton each go deep. Ohtani with just an efficient day, probably one of the best starts of his career, as he has had success against the Athletics so far in his career. So your final line score, 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Angels, and then no hits, no runs, 2 hits, and an error for the Oakland Athletics. So as we skim forward, I am skipping to our home opener. So I'm going to show you guys the box scores of the game simulated up to that point. We do lose the second game of the series to the Athletics 2-1. A very low scoring game. Chris Bassett on the mound for the A's, and he had a great day. Mike Trout does pick up his first base hit and a run batted in of the season as the Angels win game 3 of the series 6-0. and take a 2-1 series lead going into game number 4, looking for their first series win of the year. As again, another great pitching outing for the LA Angels, another shutout performance, this one by Felix Pena, as he goes the complete game shutout route with 10 strikeouts as well. Marco Estrada just goes 5 innings and gets the loss. And in game number 4, the Angels do in fact win the series. A 3-1 series victory. Justin Upton, a home run and 4 runs batted in. A nice way for him to end off this series. As Matt Olson goes deep twice. He is the only producer of runs for the A's. And how about Trevor Cahill in his first start? He goes 8 innings, allowing just 1 run of ball. So now for a quick 2-game series in Seattle, the Mariners do take the first game 6-4. Mike Trout once again terrorizes the Mariners, this time for 2 home runs and 3 runs batted in. But that'll just about be it for the Angels in this one, as the Mariners do take it 6-4. Tim Beckham and Omar Narvaez go deep. Andrew Heaney did not do that bad. He had 6 innings but gave up 3 earned runs. And then Yusei Kikuchi with a nice start as well. And in extra innings, the Angels do lose the 2-game set to the Mariners 3-2, as the Mariners pick up the walk-off win. And how about Mike Trout with 4 home runs in 2 games against the Seattle Mariners? He once again continues to terrorize this team. Hopefully he can do that for many more times to come in this series. So that'll be it for the opening day episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Our next episode, we will kick off our home schedule as we take on the Texas Rangers. As we come into this game at 3-3, the Rangers are 4-2. We have Tyler Skaggs on the mound against Shelby Miller. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new and comment down below what was your favorite part of the video. I'll see you guys next time.